hearing the turbo chuffing from behind you.
Yeah.
You really like building oddball stuff, don't you, Leigh?
Yep, definitely.
So what's the story behind this? This is your daily, yeah?
Yep, this is my daily driver. Had it for probably 6 years or something like that. Bought it wasn't long after. My friends was driving it with the old 2 litre, blew it up.
Yeah.
Had an LS sitting at the shop, and it was literally, my father even being an engine builder and an engine building shop, I can build my own motors. It still cost me less to do an LS swap than repair the old 2 litre in it.
Yep.
So it just made sense to do it. So we hit it hard for about probably 3 nights.
Yep.
Had the motor all pretty much
all
in.
done.
The biggest probably thing was the wiring in it.
Are you running a GM body engine computer?
Yep. So it's running an LS, just a LS1. Originally it was a just LS1 out of a CB8 Monaro.
Yeah.
That in the gearbox. So originally I had an LS1 in it. Had that in for quite a few years, the LS1. Really good motor, had a lot of fun in it. And then maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I built a L98 for it.
Yep.
So all the square port heads, did a full engine rebuild on it.
So what gearbox is in it at the moment?
So it's got a 4L60.
Yeah. And it's been alright?
I did just have the gearbox built, yeah. So a lot of it's got all the 4L65, all the good stuff. I know everybody said, no, yeah. Don't do it.
Yep.
Luke at Hastie's Automatics.
Yep.
Look, he built it saying, I'll guarantee it, you're 450 kilowatt. They do cost a little bit to do, and maybe a hand grenade. It's been grouse.
Yeah.
I wanted the overdrive. I wanted to stick with the 4L60. So it's basically 4L65 Corvette gearbox. I do a lot of Ks in it. I didn't want a turbo 400. It's got the old tricky, the anti-theft device of the manual shifter and a clutch pedal still, just to bump steer people off.
You wouldn't pick much is
no.
Going on while looking in there, would you? It's really just the wheels that give it away.
Yeah, look, and normally it's got a roof rack and standard steel wheels on it. Yeah, the cooler is maybe the giveaway for the turbocharger and everything now. But normally, yeah, it's pretty low key under the radar. Yeah. Obviously the noise of it gives it away as soon as it starts up.
That's a fair sleeper.
Oil pump's a bit noisy. You get used to the noise, so that works good.
This is turbocharged, but obviously with room, you've got the turbo at the back here?
The turbo's just sort of down underneath the
down
side.
Under there.
Yeah. Got a single turbo, GD42, 66mm precision turbo, precision wastegate. I did try all the oil pumps. I know a lot of people are wary on what pumps. I drive this thing every day. It does a lot of Ks all the time. I've just gone to a gear pump now. I tried a lot of different pumps and everything, and that's where I always had failures. I've just got a cheap gear pump in it now, pumps it back up to the motor.
Do you get any extra like cabin heat at all?
Yeah, look, sometimes you definitely do feel it coming up through the seals. Look, in general, I've got a really big radiator. The radiator actually lays flat in the front of this car.
Yeah.
I've got one big 16-inch fan on it. Around town, 81 degrees. It's beautiful. So it's actually probably too cold. On the highway, if I'm pulling a trailer or anything, it'll sit at maybe 90, 95 degrees.
Perfect tow car,
yeah, it's perfect. Tow's really good. I put a trailer on it all the time. And I actually probably, on the cruise, I get probably 10 litres per 100. So it's actually even reasonably fuel efficient.
Yeah.
So, it's actually better than the old 2 litre that was originally in the car.
What have you done with the rear end?
It's just got a Hilux diff in it, and it literally bolted in. Like a mid-90s, no leaf spring mount change, not a single thing. Actually bolted straight in, which, I was quite surprised. I had factory Mitsubishi diffs in it for quite a while. Obviously didn't last too long. They're not too bad, but I've put the Hilux diff in it. It's been fantastic. So.
Yeah, let's fire this thing
A lot
up.
of people ask me, why don't you put one of your own diffs in it? You build diffs for a living.
Yeah.
It still costs me money.
That's a
The
fair
Hilux
point.
diff, it's been really good. It's no show car.
Now, being a genuine daily driver, Lee, we're just going to get some lunch here
Every day.
every day.
I reckon it'd probably do 5, sometimes 500 Ks a week.
You were saying you've actually raced this before.
Yeah, taken it out a few times. A long time ago, ran into the 11s, and then built the good motor for it, and it actually went backwards. Went 12.0 or 12.1 with about a 4.5 second 60 footer, just driving it off the line because the gearbox couldn't hold anything. And still ran 137 mile an hour once it actually engaged. So it's got the mile an hour and the power there to do it.
Yeah. So it's probably got 140 in it on a good run, but
it'd be a different story.
I don't think you need more than 140 in a van.
Nah, definitely not. And pulling it up the top end of the track, to be honest, is pretty scary. So you are just pushing a lunchbox through the air. So yeah, I don't think I'd probably want to go much quicker than it anyway. So, in saying that, like I might go and race it at some stage, but I'm not even super interested in racing it these days because I don't want to break it. Like I say, it is my daily car. So yeah, I don't want to be buying new gearboxes and everything.
So that sounds a bit weird, hearing the turbo chuffing from behind you.
Yeah, it's definitely makes all the sounds and everything. So yeah, you got to be a little bit savvy driving it, definitely when it's wet. Being light, you got to sort of watch it. You can get on and get out of shape. It's a very short wheelbase car too, so
Yeah.
end up making pizzas pretty quick.
Yeah, I can imagine she'd tow pretty good.
Yeah, it tows really good. We do a lot of towing, tow our boat that we've got. Tow cars around with the big tandem trailer. Tows really good. Pulling it up's a little bit. It can tow far more than what it can stop.
Yes.
But yeah, like I say, it's even good on fuel. It's practical, good daily driver. So I'd definitely rate everybody has a van with a V8 in it. It's good.
Everybody needs a van with a V8 in it.
Yeah. Like I say, I have probably more fun in this thing sometimes than what it's ever given. I've had some really nice cars in the past, and I've probably always had more fun in this. And it's amazing the amount of attention it gets from,
Yeah, exactly.
and not just car people, like everybody. You'll get elderly people that see it and they're like, what is in that thing? Like, it's really cool.